I feel like one of the luckiest people in the world to have these amazing opportunities come up. I love any kind of water, whether it's ocean, lakes, rivers. Just being in it, on top of it, around it is something magical about it that makes me feel pretty good. So I think that's why I've based my life around water. Oh, I'm excited for a nice paddle. It looks nice and flat out there. A little bit of fog, but that's all good. So I think my love of rowing started when we'd go away on the boat as kids, and Mum and Dad would get sick of me and my brother Nick being a bit crazy and hyperactive, so Mum would just send me out in the dinghy and I'd go row around with all my toys, and I was having the best time, but they were just having a nice quiet time. I kind of almost turned it into a side hustle, and I'd go around to boats and offer them fijoas and stuff that I found on the ground, and yeah, it was pretty fun. And people, I think, were a bit concerned at first when they'd see just this little dot out rowing in a dinghy, but then they realised it was pretty chill, yeah. I always said, I want to be a rower. I love the feeling of the boat, being able to push myself and working hard. Yeah, it's starting to come along a bit. Still a lot of work to do between now and we go overseas, but it's exciting to have something to work towards. Uni Games is a campaign where it's not so high intensity with heaps of training and stuff, so I can move it all around and make it work for me. The competition can be pretty varied. Sometimes you can get, maybe elites who are still doing uni and it just lines well with their schedule and their prep into world champs and stuff. I just want to go out and do the best I can and give it my all and hopefully come away from it happy. I love it here. It's usually pretty flat and beautiful, and you can get your long Ks in pretty easily, and it's kind of satisfying to say you've swam up to the start line and back, and yeah, it's just beautiful. Apart from the wake boats, they get a bit scary, but I got Dennis watching me most of the time, and he always keeps an eye on me, which is really nice, so it's nice to have that little safety net there. Water can be a bit murky sometimes, and you'll just be swimming along and get attacked by all this weed that just comes at you kind of thing, and so you hug the bank as much as you can, but then you get more weed monsters, so it's a give and take, but I'd take the weed monsters over getting hit by a boat, so yeah.
One day Sophie said that she wanted to do a bit of training for this Ironman gig she's giving a go at. I just offered to chase her around a bit now and then. She needs to gear up for 3.8 kilometres, so that's quite a way up. Many a lap going up and down. The further out you go, the higher the risk, obviously. We wouldn't want anything bad to happen to Sophie.
Woohoo, just knocked off 4K, time to go right to boat. So I did quite a few sports growing up. My parents got me into soccer and hockey, a little bit of netball. That didn't last too long. I always just wanted to be by the water. My parents were a huge influence in my high activity levels, which is to their detriment, I think. I do feel like a special time in my life has arrived. This year's been pretty cool, and my dad has always said take every opportunity that you get, so I feel like I'm really trying to do that at the moment, which is really cool. And yeah, I'm very excited for the year ahead. I managed to coax my dad into doing the coast to coast with me. I did a bit of adventure racing at school, and I went to a talk with Steve Gurney, and I came home so excited about the coast to coast, and so I said, Dad, we have to do this, we can do it together, it'll be a father-daughter thing. And so I don't know if I dragged him along or if he dragged me along, but we made it through it together, and it was so much fun and something special we can always look back on. When I did the coast to coast, all the training I noticed really helped improve my rowing. So last year I was kind of looking for a new challenge just to go alongside with my rowing, and this Ironman 70.3 came up in December, and I was like, oh, that'll be perfect timing with nationals and all that around the corner and stuff. So I decided just to enter it on a bit of a whim, but then I got into it and I just loved the training. I loved all the endurance training and going out for cool cycles and yeah, long runs and stuff. managed to do okay and yeah, qualified for Worlds there, which was pretty cool. So I just did a race in March, another 70.3 at Taupo, where I was lucky enough to manage to win the age group there. My age group's the 18 to 24. The Worlds are going to be in Taupo in December this year. First time Taupo's ever had it, so that's pretty special. The competition there is going to be pretty tough. I'm not too sure where I want to take my triathlon. I'm just enjoying it so much at the moment, and I think that's the main thing, is just to keep having fun, because when you have fun, you train harder, you do better and all that. So I think I'll just keep doing it till, yeah. Long-term goals would definitely be get to the Olympics. It's been a dream to go to the Olympics since I was a little kid. And I remember waking up and watching the Olympics in the middle of the night, and Mahe Drysdale, winning his golds and stuff. So it'd be pretty cool to do that, yeah. I took up an environmental science degree because over my years of spending in the ocean, around the ocean, I could really see the negative effects that have been happening with less fish populations and even less coral, and it's shown me that we need to do something to remedy it and hopefully improve it all. I'm pretty close to finishing now. I've got 3 papers left, which I'm so excited about, so hopefully I'll finish at the end of the semester. And once I get my degree, I would love to go into conservation of some sort, whether it's being a dock ranger for a little bit and reintroducing bird species and stuff, or yeah, anything to do with that. I just love the outdoors, so that's kind of where I want to be. I do like a kaka, they're pretty cool. The sounds they make and stuff is pretty funny, and yeah, they're pretty cute. Kaka! The opportunity to work here at KRI came up with a message that Dennis, my boss, put up on our Team Reach app for the Waikato Rowing Club. I thought, oh yeah, why not? It's close to home and you could just walk down from the rowing club, and it's been one of the best decisions I've ever made. Dennis is a great boss and I really enjoy working for him, and with Josh and Ben, who also work here. I love getting ready for a regatta. It's pretty cool to see how it all works. When I was younger, you'd just see a course out and you'd go, oh yeah, but there's actually a lot of work that goes behind it.
It's a good 30-40 hours putting the course in and taking it out over that week, maybe 10 days.
All these buoys are attached to bridles, which holds up a big chain that stops all the weed getting through and destroying Dennis's course. Doing the bridles was a nice side hustle. I could just tie some knots and watch some TV, so it was pretty fun. Yeah, I learnt to splice through my mum and dad, who are pretty handy sailors. The work here at KRI, it can be pretty physically demanding. You're on your feet all day and usually in the sun, and there's a few heavy lifting jobs you have to do and stuff, but it works out well because Dennis, he's been an amazing coach and a rower previously when he lived in South Africa, so he knows what rowers need and that we need food and we need water and stuff, and so we do get a good lunch break and stuff, which is nice.
The work ethic is exceptional. Never misses a day of work, never late, never complains. No job is too tough. We need more people like that in the world, I reckon. She's superhuman and she's a super human being.